I want to talk about Commendatori, but really what we're going to talk about is Story of an Hour. If you haven't read this short story, it's about a woman that hears that her husband died in a train accident, and she's, sad at first, but then she feels a ton of relief. But then ultimately, the husband comes back at the end of the story, and it's depressing to her. It's depressing to her because she's had this feeling of freedom. This weight has been lifted off of her shoulders. She finally realizes now, like, she's out of this cage that she's in, right? And Angie Bompancero says this in the episode. This is how she feels when Pussy came back. And this scene is what really shatters Carmela's reality, right? Because she realizes there's no difference between her and Angie. And then we have this great scene between Janice and Carmela where Janice is calling her out and reading her like a fucking book. But at the end of the conversation, Carmela realizes it's fucking Janice and she's gonna get back with Richie. Who the fuck is she to talk? Because again, now here's Janice, who is below Carmela down the totem pole, down in this hierarchy, right? Janice is closer to harm and a shittier life than Carmela ever will be because of Tony's status. Because again, they're all locked to their men. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, Carmela comes up to Angie and confronts her about it, telling her, consider these things before getting a divorce. And this is all because, again, this world is crashing down for Carmela. Angie is serving as a sponge, basically, for Carmela, right? Whatever Angie does is what Carmela will have to do eventually. She's just trying to cushion the process for her to slow it down so that she herself will not have to make the decision and rationalize it and realize that reality itself. Bringing it all back to the Story of an Hour, at the end of the episode is where Tony comes home and he screams, "I'm home." And you see that look on Carmela's face of just depression and just realization that she is stuck in this world and she is stuck within this cage of Tony. A really good episode. I did not even touch Tony's aspect of it or Pussy's aspect of it. Would love to read and talk more in the comments. Thank you.